All right, good evening. We haven't done a video here in a little bit, but I figured I'd kind of give you an idea of what we've got going on right now. So we were all excited about being on the boat. There's a lot of good sunny days, and so we've been screwing off, going to the island and running around on the pontoon boat. And so now it's time to get real, because the good weather's gone, and now it's about 52 degrees or something. You can see they pulled all the boats out of the marina, and all that's left are the liveaboards. And so everyone's getting ready for the winter. The marina has been putting the blue tarps. They can put blue or they can put clear on the boats. I assume the blue is cheaper, and that's why the boats that are being stored, they just put blue. We're going to do clear so we can kind of see out, but after talking to all the other liveaboards, and they were explaining to us how all of this is done, you can see this big boat here up on top. There's that white metal frame that they put up on top of the boat, and then they shrink wrap it. That way you can still be up on top of the boat and enjoy everything. So we've got a neighbor that's starting to put one up, and then we went with the neighbor and we bought the exact same thing to put over the top of the boat. And they say that when it snows, you go through, I don't remember the term that they use, but basically from the inside you take like a broom or something and it just pops all the snow off of it, and it's easy. So we're gonna go ahead and start putting this Supermat's gazebo canopy up. And then I opened it up just a minute ago, and right up on the very top of it it says not rated for snow load. Well, we don't really know what that means. Maybe we just don't let it get snow load on it, and hopefully we pop it all off and everything's good. Or maybe it all just crushes down and we have to stay inside the boat. But the other liveaboards say that once you've got that up on it with the heat rising up, that during the day when it's sunny, that you can sit up here and life is all good. So we've got to do a little bit of rigging to it, because this thing is 12 foot wide, and I've got to do the measurements, but I don't think that I think we're a little bit shorter than 12 foot. So I've got to look and see if maybe I can cut some and bring it in a little bit, and we'll see. It'll either work or it won't.
Hey babe, what you doing?
Last night Walker dropped one of these poles in the water over here. So
Walker did? Walker, did you drop something? So now you gotta
get a magnet to see if I can find it down in the water someplace.
Oh wow.
I can't let Walker help anymore. He's a bad helper. There was something there, but it didn't want to pick up.
Maybe Bert, this doesn't look promising. Holy crap.
Damn!
Can't believe I ever doubted. So we
Don't let Walker around here.
yeah. So we had to, I say we, who am I kidding? James had to stop. Obviously he didn't get this frame finished last night because it got dark. And then today it got real cold. It was snowing earlier today, raining. It actually somehow feels slightly warmer right now than it did earlier today, but it could just be because it's not raining or whatever. I think his agenda for today is to hopefully get this finished. I don't know if he'll be able to or not, but also we got it stood up, and you can't really tell it from here on the boat, but when you're away from the boat, it's really tall and it looks real stupid because it's so tall. So I think he's gonna work on like cutting the poles down just a little bit. So
I think there's 5 sections. There's 3 more sections that have to be built here. So 3 more of these have to be built, and to build them, because it's so wide, I have to shorten it by 1.5 feet. So I have to take this pole and cut 9.5 inches. So 6 more of these, I got to cut 9.5 inches off of them, and then we can build it. And then once we build it, we have to cut off some amount, however far we're going to drop this thing down.
it all sounds very complicated to me.
And then extend the poles down for the last section to go down next to the helicopter landing zone right up here.
But yeah, we already knew that we were kind of running behind schedule a little bit on this, the frame to get the boat right. But today kind of definitely put us, kind of kicked it into gear a little bit, because
Sense of urgency.
yeah, it's been really cold today, and you know, this is an old boat, old windows, it's very drafty inside, and so it's been really windy. So the inside of the boat, it's hard to keep it warm. So like we got shit that needs to happen pretty quick before it starts getting real cold. But anyway, so this is what tonight will consist of. So hopefully we make some progress on this. Too tall just by looking at it, because it just looks stupid. Like it just literally looked dumb. But in hearing, so we were going to cut it down anyway, which James already did. He cut these 4 poles down a foot. What?
I thought you were talking to me. I was like,
So then we had the guy that lives right behind us, he's lived on the water here for a while. He's one of the resident winter liveaboard experts. And he came over and was like, yeah, y'all, even then you're gonna need to cut it down even more. So we're getting ready to cut another foot off, and then we'll see what we look like there. Hopefully that'll be the winning combination. We'll see, because it's getting real cold out here and it's kind of wet, and I'm tired of being out here tonight. So hopefully this one will be it. So battery died on the Sawzall. We're going old school now. frame is finished. James finished it up a few days ago. It looks good. Now he's still got a few things, or not a few. He's gonna put some strapping around some of the poles just to kind of help hold it together, and then it'll be ready for the marina to wrap. So talking about like when the marina, we say shrink wrap. When they wrap the boat, it'll kind of look like this boat here behind me, but ours is going to be wrapped like it's going to cover our windows and everything. So it won't just be our upper half that's wrapped. But here's a look at it finished. Hopefully you can see all of that. Also, we turned the boat around and put it in stern first, I guess. So what he had to do, so this here is like the poles that it came with. We had to cut 2 feet off of the total height of it so it would set a little bit lower. But then on the back, because we wanted the back wrap too, let me not trip over these steps, because while it would be funny, I just don't want to do that. We wanted the back to be wrapped too, so he had to get some PVC here, I don't know if you can see that, to kind of raise the height of it a little bit. So the frame is done. Now we're ready to be wrapped. All right, so here's the finished product. The boat is completely wrapped now. That is what it looks like wrapped. And James built these steps and put in a screen door here. Come over and show you this side. So we put 2 windows, like 2 zipper windows in there, and 1 on each side. Let's see if you can see the other one over there. 1 on each side, because on a sunny day, it gets really hot inside the bubble, which means it gets really hot inside the boat. So, all right, coming in. Hi, Bert. Hi, Hooter. So this is what we call our, sorry, that was loud. So this is what we call the back porch. We've got some turf there for the dogs to use the bathroom on. And they do. We still try to take them out at least once a day, but when it's really, really, really cold, we just let them come out here and use the bathroom. Thankfully, it's warming up a little bit. I didn't have to have a coat on just now, so that's good. I think it's like 40 degrees right now. Last week, it was like below 0. So anyway, now I'm gonna come in and show you what we did on the inside regarding the wrap. So we put in windows on each side, like clear, really clear plastic windows on each side. One, I wanted to be able to see the parking lot out there. And then on this side, I wanted to be able to see the water when it's raining, when it's snowing. I wanted to be able to, see a pretty view. So this is what it looks like. There's one window. It's really hot in here right now, so I've even got this door open. And then there's our other window, so we can see out there. So this is what having your boat wrapped is like. It's been awesome. We actually stay pretty warm, so the wrap helps out tremendously with the wind and keeping the warm air in, keeping the cold air out, all that stuff. It is kind of weird not being able to really see outside. That's kind of odd. It's kind of hard to get used to. So having those windows there really helps. But so if you have any questions about, living on a boat in Minnesota in below freezing weather and how we're making it all work, just let me know. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to keep up with all the chaos. There's going to be a lot of frustration, probably a lot of cussing, definitely a lot of dog hair.